Yesterday afternoon, story came down, New York Times did a deep dive on the Deshaun Watson sexual assault allegations. They found that Watson had 66 different massage therapists in a 17-month window. 66. They also found that 24 of those women now have alleged they were sexually assaulted. 2 more in civil lawsuits. 2 more alleged they were sexually assaulted in a criminal investigation, meaning there are actually 26 Deshaun Watson accusers at this point in time. And there were a lot of details that were incredibly damning for Deshaun Watson. And let me share some of those details that were out there when you actually break through. Deshaun Watson, direct message. First of all, we should mention, he claims these are therapeutic massages, yet every single person he's hiring to provide a therapeutic massage is a woman. He said at one point that he was just trying to support black businesses. This is Deshaun Watson explaining his behavior to a masseuse, just trying to support black businesses. Here is another woman. This woman, by the way, has not actually sued Deshaun Watson. She said that Watson, this is ridiculous, but she said Watson got into the happy baby yoga pose that is on his back with his feet in his hands and asked her to massage, I'm reading from the New York Times, between his testicles and anus. She said she laughed off the request, but said he grabbed her wrist and put her hand there. The woman said, and the woman in the most recent case says that Watson, that even though she refused to provide Watson sexual favors, this is the 24th lawsuit that's been filed, that he jerked off on her, both her face and her chest. And I don't know at this point what the Cleveland Browns were thinking when they decided to give Deshaun Watson the biggest contract in the history of football, because that's how much guaranteed money he theoretically got. I don't know if Deshaun Watson will ever take a snap for the Cleveland Browns at this point. The New York Times article also details a lot of conversations between Rusty Hardin, the 80-year-old defense attorney in Houston that Deshaun Watson has, and the DAs in this case who were putting all this allegations in front of a grand jury. The amount of contacts, phone calls, text messages that were going on between Watson's attorney and the district attorney's office, according to people who know more about the Houston judicial system, say that amount of contact seems strange, that there would be that much discussion going on between Deshaun Watson's attorney and the DAs, that maybe it was inappropriate. I think probably there's going to have to be, and my guess is, based on reading this New York Times article, that there may well be an investigation in Houston, in Harris County, into the Deshaun Watson investigation to determine whether it was inappropriately influenced by a high-profile defense attorney, whether all of those interactions were appropriate, whether the grand jury presentations were as well. This is just a colossal mess for the NFL and the Cleveland Browns, and certainly for Deshaun Watson. And I just circle back around and ask the question, now that there are 24 different cases outstanding, why in the world did he not settle these initially? Is he going to be able to play this year? I think it's unlikely. The NFL is in a tough spot because these cases are unlikely to be resolved. We got Baker Mayfield drama still with the Cleveland Browns as he remains on the roster. Whatever you think of Baker Mayfield, there are not similar allegations against him. There are reports that the Houston Texans provided an NDA to Deshaun Watson because women were complaining about this behavior. And so this just continues to feel more and more like a colossal mistake by the Cleveland Browns and a situation where Deshaun Watson is unlikely to play this year. Also, with the New York Times article and the HBO women speaking out, I feel like there are likely to be more women who come forward and continue to accuse Deshaun Watson of sexual assault. I don't know what the number is, but when you get to 24, it's hard to believe that what Deshaun Watson did was 100% on the up and up. So that is the latest data there. Couple of stories that we talked about on this program that I still want to dive into.